So this was like an "Oh, Captain, my Captain" moment. People were really
I
the
mean, it
core
depends on who you are,
Amazonians were
right?
pretty
I
excited
think,
about it.
some people would say that if you're a longtime Amazonian, maybe there's something wrong with you. Like why do you like that environment so much? But look, it's been the secret of the company's success for a long time. And as an
Yeah.
investor, I'm thumbs up.
You're
Yeah.
happy. Yeah.
So I'm happy to have you on the program for a number of reasons. As you had exited Amazon and starting to talk about forming Sunder, you and I had a number of chats. The process of going out on your own, and I think you being able to take a lot of what you learned at Amazon and put into this. What are some of the things that you've taken away from your time at Amazon that kind of goes into your current law firm?
Amazon is a phenomenal place where it trains people really well. And I think their legal department is probably one of the best in the world. I think when you go into business yourself, you have to look at what is that you have to offer, but what is the market that, aligns with what you have.
Right.
Yeah.
So my market is a little bit different than what I worked at Amazon. I work with smaller businesses. I work with a lot of entrepreneurs. I'm not doing multi-billion-dollar deals. We do stuff in the $5 to $50 million range. But I'll tell you, the people who are selling a $20 or $30 million company are a lot like the entrepreneurs who run Amazon. They want you to speak to them in simple, straightforward language. They don't want legalistic talk. They want to know, how does this affect me? What is this bottom line impact to my business?
Right.
And so I think just the way we worked with clients at Amazon works really well with entrepreneurs. The second thing is really just how to market and sell your business. So, I think I told Rick this a long time ago. I noticed when I was at Amazon, the number one product often, on search, often didn't get there overnight, right? They had to buy advertising. They had to get noticed. They had
Wait
to
for
market
earned media.
And one of the things I learned when I went into this space in sort of the small law firm space is a lot of small law firm owners don't really understand that, right? They don't understand the value of marketing, of advertising. And so, I was in-house for 10 years. I didn't have a book of business. Like today, I have a significant book, and it's really from, smart marketing, smart advertising, getting in front of my customers. And really, I learned all of that at Amazon. And lastly, just sort of, being customer friendly, being customer obsessed, looking at what pain points are in my space and addressing them. Flat fees, estimates, no sort of ambiguity about what you're getting for your services. And so I think that's resonated with our clients, and things are going well.
That's awesome. So I'm excited to hear that. I would love to kick off the conversation a little bit with regard to a topic that's near and dear, particularly to a lot of big brands in the audience, which is privacy. And it seems like an area that is becoming increasingly complex in the US. I think with the number of states that are involved and the lack of federal framework for it, it doesn't seem like we're going the route of the EU, where like everyone is going to have the same kind of standards. I was doing some research, and there are now 20 states that have different types of privacy regulations, and that does not seem to be slowing down, similar to tax law. So it used to be like, okay, you had to worry about the EU, the rest of the US, and then California. And it seems like that has changed significantly. And so I wonder if you can help us unpack what's the state of play in privacy, and then how is it affecting kind of merchants and e-commerce right now?
Yeah. So privacy is, honestly, privacy is not my strong expertise.
Oh, come on. You're a lawyer. You're an expert in privacy.
Well, this is the way, big companies like Amazon deal with it is, frankly, you cannot really build your business around 50 different state laws, right? And you have to think well in advance when you're building these tools. From idea to launch sometimes takes 2 to 3 years. And so you basically identify what is the most restrictive law out there, and you build towards that. And so whether it's California or the EU, you kind of see what's coming down the pipe. And, a lot of these states do have similar laws, but one area we're seeing a lot of, movement is, biometrics. What are the laws around, facial recognition, especially in fashion, taking images of the body, providing you with a virtual try-on or size recommendations. Like that is clearly a very pro-customer feature. But how do you build that in a way that complies with privacy laws, doesn't freak people out, but also is scalable? So, if somebody takes a photo, naked, what happens with that photo? How does it get ingested into your system? How do you cull it so that you don't have that data? How many people do you put in the loop? So it's a complex space, but the only way you can simplify it, again, is to sort of identify those that have the highest standards and build towards them.
Yeah. P.S. I want to meet these people who are willing to take a naked photo of themselves and submit it to a retailer's website.
It's honestly crazy. Like Amazon launched this thing, a long time ago. You put it in your closet. It would take photos of all your clothes, and you build a virtual closet.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
people do bizarre things. Let me tell you.
That is the holy grail. That's like the Alicia Silverstone Clueless moment, right? Where she gets like digitized. It's pretty
but I mean, it's coming sooner than you think.
Yeah. It's amazing.